Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to go over how to move our worksheets from one workbook to another workbook. Let's get started with this worksheet up on screen. It may be a simple move of just copying the contents over and copying the values without the formulas or without any links. But let's say that we want to move an entire worksheet that's got a lot of different components, a lot of different formulas, and a lot of different links as well. What we can do is simply come down here to our tab that we want to move over. Let's say it's going to be this one here. And I am going to move using the move or copy feature. Once I click this, we will see this pop-up box. Within this pop-up box, I have the option to move it to another book that I have open. I want to move it to my finance workbook, or I can also move it to a brand new workbook. Let's say I want to move it to the finance workbook. Here, I can decide where I want to move it. I can either move it to the very beginning of the workbook, or I can move it to the very end of the workbook. I can also move it in between any of the different tabs, and you'll see that this tab is the 2024 worksheet. I want to move it in between 2025 and 2023. So all I have to do is click 2023 because it will move it to the one right above it. From here, I can choose to either move the entire worksheet over, meaning that I'm going to remove it from this existing workbook, or I can move a copy over. Let's go with moving a copy. Once you press OK, the workbook that you're moving your worksheet over to will pop up, and you'll see that 2024 tab has now been placed between the 2025 and the 2023 tab, which is exactly where we wanted it to be. Now, after the move, we can go through and make sure that everything has been moved properly. We've not missed any details. All of these are formulas, but down here is actually a link to our previous workbook. So you'll see it was from the demo workbook, demo.xlsx, and a reference to that cell within that workbook. Now, if anything changes within that original workbook, these will also change because they are dynamic. But if we don't want these numbers to change, or if we don't want any issues with linking, we can simply break the links. So what you can do to break these links is simply select the cells where the links are hiding, go to your Data tab, and under Queries and Connections, you will see the Workbook Links button. Click this, and you can either refresh all if you want to refresh the links with the updated values, or you can break all the links. I personally like to break the links so that there's no issues in between my workbooks. But if it's going to be linked throughout multiple different workbooks and the data needs to be consistent throughout all of them, refreshing them makes sense. So for now, let's break these links. And this pop-up box is telling us now, once we break these links, you cannot relink them unless you go through and manually redo this every single time. So we're going to confirm that we want to break all of our links. And there you go. There's no more links in this workbook that link to other workbooks. You can close that, save your work, and just like that, we've been able to move a worksheet from one workbook to another, either break or refresh our links between the workbooks, and saved our document. If you've liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.